welcome to my total body strength video. This is going to be kind of a play off of a YouTube video I've done prior to this, but I'll kind of go over both and kind of intermesh them together so that there is like an easier, moderate intensity and more intensity versions for you to modify. So today I'm going to do reps, but I'll explain timed things. Basically your goal is to hold for a minute. And if you can, then that's where I would progress to the harder variations of things. You can still do the repped ones for time. I just think that this is one of the easier ways to not have to watch my watch. So without further explanation, let's get into it. So first move is going to be plank. So you can hold on your forearms as your easier intensity. Arms extended also works as well. For the variation that we'll do, I'm going to call this a plank pull down. I always like my feet kind of wide, glutes tight. Arm is going to pull down, and we're going to go 10 reps each side. So this is going to help you stimulate your back as well. Lat is working on the other side, core is tight. Shoulder, a little bit of shoulder mobility, pressing overhead, squeezing down, kind of like a lat pull down. Okay, we're just going to go one side for the sake of the video. Next is going to be a glute bridge. So you have glute bridge hold, knees over ankles, quads, hips, and core all in a line. Breathing out nice and smooth in through the nose, out through the mouth. Keeping everything tight. For your reps version, we're going to do one of my favorite variations. So I like holding the bridge. You can also come down and up for your reps. But for this video, I'm going to hold the bridge. I think it's a little bit harder because you're keeping that strength focus in there. So one, and think like that hip is rolling up to rib for that lower core. And you can hover that leg too, you don't have to tap, soft. Okay, next is going to be your side plank. So knee version, knees are bent to a 45 degree, hips are up, spine in line with hips, all the way down, under that armpit is tight. Okay, I like, you can stack. If you're going the full plank, I like top leg in front of bottom, and then that bottom toe is to the top leg heel. So I have right leg back, left leg forward, right toe to left heel. Okay, now if we're throwing reps into this, one of my favorite variations is rotation. Rotating left shoulder to right hip. Inhale. Exhale, everything tight. So this makes this side plank unstable. Work the core harder. You're also getting glutes, inner thigh squeezing together. Okay, next one is going to be bird dog. So, shoulders over elbows and wrists, hips over knees. I'm going to scoot that back just a little. And then you can hold for 30 seconds. I'm going to say if you want a little harder variation, what I'm going to do on this is going to be coming out to the side and back in. So think of this as a reverse fly and then a leg lift to the side. Out, and just so you get a little bit of view of the angles. So I want that left knee, or that knee in line with hip as best I can for that glute. Coming out to the side, shoulders squeezing, going 10 each side. Could hold this as well for 30 seconds. Keep your contraction. Okay, no, I didn't do 10 reps that one, but that's okay. Okay, then wall sit. So you got a couple variations for this. I like my feet maybe about like a foot and a half away from the wall. Okay, knees are to 90. And ideally holding the minute for your wall sit. 45 seconds to 30 seconds is a good place to start too. Next is gonna be, legs a little tight. single leg version. Obviously you can always stay up a little bit higher. You can kickstand that if you need to for your variations. Harder is going to be lower, so it would be your hold versions. The other version I like to do, which I would probably do for my reps, is going to be calf raise. Coming up. And this one, 10 reps might not be enough. 15 to 20 might be good. So the idea of this workout is going to be holding positions. So with those single arms, single limbs, you get a lot of force through those legs for isometric contraction. And then if you're simply repping out, still going smooth and controlled, holding that position. And I'm going to say that the more sets you do, the better you'll progress through these. It doesn't necessarily matter too much with the whole time as long as you're progressing through and making it hard on yourself. So if 30 seconds is easy, bump it up to 45 the next set, and do as many sets as you have for the time. Ideally, I would say at least 3, if not up to 5 sets of this, especially if you're just doing it as one workout. Should be good enough. And ideally, you would progress, maybe doing like, if you're doing this twice a week, reps one day, time the next, maybe you throw in some variations, doesn't have to be 10 reps, just kind of whatever you get to make you feel like you're working at like an 8 out of 10 at least. Let me know if you have questions, and more videos like this will be to come. To bodyweight training, let's go.